thank you for joining us at the Melody Making Piano Studios YouTube channel. In this video, we've been discussing how to find different notes on the staff. So here's a chart, and the top is the treble clef. We have 4 spaces and 5 lines, and the bottom is the bass clef, 4 spaces and 5 lines. We always count from bottom to top. This whole thing is called a grand staff, and it is connected with a brace, and the measure line breaks the music into sections so we can count them in groups. At the end, you'll usually see a double bar line. You'll know it's the end of the song. So in order to count your letters, we can use face for the spaces, and every good boy does fine. A lot of people like to say every good boy deserves fudge. And then for the bottom, all cows eat grass. And then for the lines, good boys do fine always. Or some like to say, good boys deserve fudge always. So you'll have to memorize these in order to know which lines and spaces are what on the staff. So on here, we have the treble clef and the bass clef. So if we want to go above the A, because always represents A, here's the A, we go to the next space, and that would be B, and then we can go to the middle, and that would be middle C. Or it would be written over here as middle C, and this would be D, because you can see that right here is an E, so if we go down to the space, it would become a D. And then, for example, every good boy deserves fudge, this is F, and then we go up to the space, and that would be G. Or we can keep going, line, A, space, B, another line, C, that would be high C. Or going below the staff, we have good boys deserve fudge always, here's G, then we can go below it as the space would be F, and the line would be E. We just keep traveling up or down by letters. So to reiterate, we can figure out lines and spaces on the staff by using the mnemonics here with the first letter of every word, and then going above and below the grand staff, we have lines and spaces that continue, and we just count the letters going up or backwards. So you have to know how to count line, space, line, space, line, space, up or down. And then usually middle C would be lower for bass clef or higher for treble clef, but it would still be in the middle of the staff to represent the middle C. And sometimes notes get so high on the staff or so low that they use a symbol called octave sign so that you don't have to read so many lines called ledger lines going up or down the staff, because it would be really hard to read quickly. So they just write it like this, and then they put a little symbol that says you go up to the very next group. So I hope you found this video to be helpful. If you have any questions on how to figure out notes on the staff, or how to count them, or more about ledger lines, or anything else about naming notes, please let us know in the comments below.